Hey everybody, how y'all doing today? All right, y'all. Continuation on the 360 back in the garage. Going to do a little bit of work on the 360, not much, nothing real earth shattering today. Um, not bolting on any big components or nothing like that really. Um, Basically, I'm a little concerned. I'll just go ahead and tell you the uh, the rocker shafts that I bolted on last night. Um, Some of them use a bolt that say USF on there. I'm holding it, trying to get the camera to focus on it and not me. Anyway, so what this is I think this may be like something they had at a dealership back in the day that this was being used as a replacement for maybe lost or damaged rocker shaft bolts. Um, this one was in the rocker shaft on my 360, and it never would torque down to 25 foot-pounds. It was always like 24 and that kind of thing. And as I was torquing it to 24, it just didn't feel right. When you've done this long enough, you'll start to notice when you're torquing a bolt down, when you get to that torque that it's supposed to stop at, you'll notice it will get kind of harder to turn. And this one wasn't feeling that way. It was feeling kind of like almost like it was stretching or something like that. And so it's kind of got me a little worried. Um, it may be nothing because, like I said, they torqued to 24, but they just didn't feel confidence giving, I guess you could say. Maybe a lack of a better term. Confidence inspiring. There we go. We'll go with that. Anyway, I went ahead and I found some more. I have quite a few rocker shaft bolts. Found some more that don't say USF on them. I will show that again here real quick. Yeah, here we go. USF. Yeah, these just don't seem right to me. Now, nothing's damaged. The threads aren't damaged. The threads down in the holes aren't damaged. They seem to be the right size, thread, pitch, and everything like that. They don't feel the same. This is a bolt I found rummaging around over here, and I found quite a few more rocker shaft bolts over here with a lot of my head bolts there. So I've got 5 of them in the cleaner. I need about 3, so I didn't know how many I needed. So I put some in this cleaning solution soap. It's LA's Totally Awesome, and it's this stuff right here. It's about $6 and something at like Home Depot. So anyway, so it seems to be doing pretty good. I'm going to carry on with it, and I'm going to clean with my pressure washer and show you how I do this. It's actually very, very simple. I stick the pressure washer down there, and here we go. make a big mess. Alright. Here's them rocker shaft bolts right there. They're looking really clean already. They've only been in there 24 hours, so I'm going to put them in here so I can really blast a lot of crud out of the threads and stuff like that. Any remaining crud, I'm going to blast that out. This is sort of an elaborate way to do all of this, but you know, if you can to me, this is a lot faster because you're not standing here with a brush trying to clean all this stuff. So you get the gist of it. I'm going to pause this video. I'll be right back. Okay, y'all. Alright, I've got this group of bolts here all cleaned up. Some of them, like this one, I'm not sure will be going back in use in its original job anyway. But I'm going to let all these dry overnight here, and then tomorrow morning I might spritz them down with some sort of oil. Probably some sort of penetrating oil, maybe PB Blaster or something like that. Get them all taken care of. The big thing is the rocker shaft bolts, like I was talking, they are in here, and they are sitting right here, and I only need 3. I've got 4 of them laying here. These are looking the best, and that's the head. That's the style head they have. That one you can see a little bit better right there, yeah. So these are a little bit more like factory. This is like much more like what you would see in a factory application. And then some of these, you know, and I've got a bunch more over here, except for this one. Now this one, I'm not so sure I want to use that in a rocker shaft application. Yeah, so this one's looking pretty good too. I've got several here I can pick from. These 2 washers came out really nice. These 2 washers, like I said, they only sat in there 24, actually not even 24 hours. So, see, these turned out really nice. This bolt's a little bit beat up, and the head's a little bit beat up. So I'm a little leery of using it. This one's got some rust on it, like it's been outside, so I'm just like, I don't know. And then we got this one, another one of those that has the circle in the middle. Trying to get the camera to focus on the bolt head and not my fingers. There we go. But you get the point. Okay. I think these are going to do much, much better than that USF. There's like 3 of them here in my 360 that I'm just not crazy about. So I'm going to open this up. Let me set y'all down. I'll tell you what, let me pause this. I'll be right. Okay, y'all. I've got one of these offending USF bolts out, right out of the rocker shaft of the left bank. It was right here in the center. I already replaced one of them. Here's one of them that I replaced. But you can see this right here, you see how shiny that is up here? Then down here it's not. I mean, it's like there's some sort of interference. You know, I don't know. It's just weird. It's very, very weird to me. I don't like it. So I'm going to be replacing it for this one here. Or maybe this one. Here we go. I'm pretty good with that one right there. Okay. It just felt like those bolts, it felt like they were stretching just a little bit too much. You know, I know that sounds crazy, but that's the way it felt. It felt like they were stretching maybe a little bit more than what they should. And I just didn't like that. So, anyway. All right. That one, and then that one, and that one right there. Okay, that one's all right. Okay, I'm going to use that one. There's a little bit of crud in the threads. These two. You know, these two have still got a little bit of crud in the threads, so, you know, I'm just not crazy about those. I think I'm just going to use this one right here. Yep. Okay. This one will be replacing the one on the right bank at the very back end. So I came out here after my last video, and I came out here and I just loosened these up last night because I was thinking, what if they break overnight, which is kind of silly, I know, but you know, there's always a possibility that sort of thing could happen, I suppose, I guess. So there we go. All right. Let me set y'all up here so you can see what's going on, and I can focus on tightening these bolts down, and you all can focus on all right, let's see. Let's run these down with a speed handle. Which didn't take much. All right, there we go. Now, like I said, you know, paying attention to these little details, to me, it pays off. Because when you do, you can pay attention to these details and you can make sure that stuff is done the way it's supposed to be done. There's no mysteries. Nothing's left to chance. Understand? So cleaning up a socket here real quick, and it sounds like one of my neighbors is firing one of their guns. So, I'm just cleaning this socket up just real quick so that when I use it on those bolts over there, I don't get those bolt heads dirty. Okay. All right, there we go. Alright, so that's pretty good right there. So 25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 right there. Okay. So you notice just supporting. There we go. Yep. That felt nice. Yep. That felt good. And then this one. That felt nice. That felt good. Okay. I'm just going to go back over all of them real quick. 25. 25. 25. Now, like I was saying last night, you don't have to have a big, fancy, expensive torque wrench like this. This was way too expensive, and I probably shouldn't have bought it, but I did anyway. So, there you go. But you can do this with, like, you know, a regular clicker type torque wrench, which I've got a few of those. I've got 2 or 3 of those. Okay, so we'll just set that back to 0. All right. Let's see. I would put the oil pan on, but I want to degree the cam. But I don't want to degree the cam today. It's too late, and I feel like I need to be degreeing the cam when I have a lot more time to dedicate to this. I have to be at work tomorrow really early, so I want to degree the cam, but I want to do it, you know, when I have time. So that's my thing. Okay. So I think that's about it. I think that's about it for this video. So I do appreciate everybody for watching, as usual. I really, really seriously. And I want to thank all of you all for subscribing. That is big. It's huge. Now, let me explain something. If you like this channel and you want to see more of this content, then, you know, definitely give it the thumbs up and the likes and the subscribes and all that. I know you all know that, okay? But this is something you may not know. YouTube's algorithm, okay? Now, for some of us who are very computer literate and we know, you know, computers backwards and forwards, you know what an algorithm is. I don't need to explain it to you because I'm not sure I understand it, but the best of my knowledge, okay, to the best of my knowledge, an algorithm is basically like this. It's basically how the computer sees stuff, and then it decides how to take that and promote it or not promote it. Okay, so that's how YouTube's algorithm tends to work. If you have a lot of people watching the videos and a lot of people, you know, thumbs upping and, you know, and all of that and sharing it and all of that, then everybody's gonna be like, oh, and then the algorithm is gonna keep doing that too. So if you like this stuff, feel free to subscribe, which I do certainly appreciate. Absolutely. I really, really do appreciate that, because I mean, you all subscribing. I mean, there's 247 of you that are subscribed so far. It's amazing. I thank you all seriously from the bottom of my heart for that. But when you get to see this information being played out here, okay? So the torque on those bolts, and then those bolts being replaced because they're not that good. You know, they just didn't feel right, which is a picky little thing, I know, but, you know, sometimes these picky little details, that's what separates good engines from bad engines. Okay. Even though this engine was built at home, it's not been to a machine shop at all. So, all right. So, um, thank you very much. And you know what? God bless and have a great one. Oh, and just an early 4th of July to everybody. Happy early 4th of July. When this video goes out, it'll probably be very close to 4th of July. I know there's a lot of folks in my area already shooting off fireworks and they're already buying fireworks. So there you go. All right. Thank you very much and God bless.